Hello everybody, welcome to the Fire Force episode 18 anime review I think we're on. This episode felt like an in-between episode, if that makes any sense. Like, if it was a preparation episode. We're preparing for the big assault. And I think once we get there, I think it's going to be good, hopefully. But this episode had a few things that were a bit annoying, you know? A bit... Here's the thing I think I don't like about not Dr. Stone. This is Fire Force, different show. Fire Force. I think I've figured it out is I don't like their attempts at comedy shenanigans. Like, I just don't find it very funny at all. Like, we'll get to it in a minute, at the beginning of the episode, where they're just, oh, there's so much going on, it's funny, it's hilarious. I'm like, no. I like Fire Force, ironically enough, I like it when it's being a bit more serious. When it's, you know, plot's happening, plot's fine, fight scenes are cool. Yeah, I think I like it when it's being more serious. I mean, I'm not hating the show. I have no idea where I'm going to rank it in my every anime I watched ranked video. There's a future, what's the word? Promotion for myself. Anyway, this episode, preparation, as I said, all that really happened, when you think about it, is Shinra got a new special move. And that's really it. There was some other stuff, obviously. Licht was doing some things. He actually had probably the most interesting part of this episode, I think. So, yeah, let's get into it, see what happened and everything. Let's do this. We open up with another one of them weird theatre bits. This one tells us about how the world basically got burnt up on the day of the cataclysm. That's great. Again, these things don't... This one was actually more relevant because Sister Iris was talking about it later on. But that's about the only relevance it has. You know, it again doesn't really match the episode. So all their friends from the other companies came. That's the not the third, the seventh, and the fifth. Hibana's the fifth. That's right. Yeah, they all came to visit and like share their information. I guess they got because they're gonna be working together. And then Tamaki ends up on Shinra's face somehow. I don't even... Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, it's back. I thought that was their way of writing it out. Oh, I'm not happy that's back. I mean, hopefully, with a bit of luck, it won't be back for long because they'll be moving to more serious things. And if she lands on Shinra's head when he's having a serious conversation with his brother, I'm going to scream. I'm not actually going to scream, but I'm going to be annoyed. Yeah. But yeah, more shenanigans going on. The donkeys on the wall. Hina was wearing moose ears. Were they moose ears? They were just horns. Do mooses have horns? Mooses have antlers, right? Not horns. Mooses. Is it mooses or is it moosei or just moose? What's the plural of moose? Look at all them moose over. It's just moose. I think it's just moose. Anyway, there's shenanigans going on. The sharing information the leaders are doing. Giovanni's off the hook because imposter, not a real imposter. He's like a fool guy, a scapegoat, if you will. Like, it was him. It's just a guy dressed as him to frame him, but it actually was him. You know, you watched it. Meanwhile, Licht is investigating, looking for the Evangelist base, like looking at scorch marks or whatever, trying to figure it out. And he's just chatting to Joker. So Licht and Joker are like in cahoots. So I guess Joker is a good guy, or he's not. I still don't know what to make of him, really. I don't think he's a straight up and up bad guy, if that makes sense. More of an anti-hero, and Licht is obviously belongs to that organisation, and he's at the 8th for some reason. But he was sent by the... Well, by the people... I forgot what they're called. The people behind the 3rd. So, is he with the Avengers? I have not... See, there's a conspiracy. I like the stuff like that. So the fact that he was with Joker, that's a pretty big deal, basically. Then they got to think of ways to improve the rookies. This is going across 2 different conversations. Like, let's think of ways to make Shinra and also, I guess, Arthur better. My voice is going a little bit, so that's not good. Yeah, they call up Waka, and they're like, Waka, can you train our boys, please? And he's like, do I have to? Alright. Fine. Yeah, so that's the first section. The second section is most of the episode. It revolves around a lot of training. If you don't like training, then get out of town, I guess. So yeah, Shinra and Arthur arrive at the 7th, where Waka is. The other guy's there. Those 2 twins are there. There is lovely, that's a word, lovely as ever. Um, Vulcan, while they're there doing training, Vulcan is spending his time wisely making new equipment, new toys for everybody. You know, there's a cool one later on. I'll just mention it now. Mackie gets like cannon things for her flame things. So that's cool. That's actually pretty cool. I feel like we don't know the characters very well at all. Maybe that's just me. Like, I feel like we haven't spent a lot of time with them, and it's a thing that's honestly starting to bother me. Like Arthur, fair enough, because he's shown up alongside Shinra most of the time, but I feel like everyone else just kind of isn't there a lot of the time. It is a thing that bothers me. But anyway, training's going on. Wacker says, you need a finishing move. And at this point I was like, oh, okay. The way he said it was like, there's one thing you're lacking. A finishing move, obviously, the signature move for the commentators to scream whenever you hit it. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Like, as soon as he said it's I feel like I'm excessively harsh on Fire Force, but it does things that annoy me, you know. Licht shows up to the training ground basically saying, hey, I got an idea how we power up Shinra. Instead of having this flame go everywhere, why don't we just condense it into a smaller area? And then Wacker shows him how it's done. It's probably going to be a shorter review, I'm just going to let you know now. And then Shinra's like, that'll be my finishing move. I'll condense the flame and I'll figure something out from there. Tries, you know, the practice is going on. Licht gets warned by the other guy, like, don't mess with the 8th man. And he's like, fine, I guess I won't. Shinra's watching Wacker do his, like, hand origami to try it, because that helps him do his thing. So he's like, I'm going to try that too. While that's going on, you know, the thing with Vulcan and Mackie I said earlier, Tamaki is studying because she's a sister, let's not forget. I guess she's got to study for the sister exam. I guess they have exam. I guess, of course, they have exams. That makes sense, actually. Shinra still can't do it. He does a rock and roll hand gesture after doing it too sweet, and then he bursts, and it goes, big explosion, all that. Wacker then explains some hand origami, teaches him one to power up your feet. It's like that, or is it like that? No, I think it was like that. Or is it like that? I can't remember. I think it was like that. That powers up your feet, apparently. So, if you ever need to, you know, if you're like Usain Bolt and you need to run faster, that's how you do it. But yeah, he does it, and then it worked. He's figured out how to do it. Training continues and everything. Wacker rejects the name for a special move he came up for, because I think it was like Kicky Man Kick, which is like, no, you can't call it Kicky Man Kick. That's a terrible name. They do some little fireworks things, and Wacker calls them kids. And then afterwards, when they're training, Shinra's feet glitch again, and it ends on like a split shot of him and Sho. So yeah, that was the episode. As I said, not much really went down this week. I know not many people watch these reviews I do, but I do appreciate all of you, first of all. And second of all, sorry I haven't had more to say. I really don't like episodes where I don't feel like I've got a lot to say, but this was absolutely a preparation set-up episode. Hopefully, I'm hoping the big fight against the Evangelist HQ, if that's what we're going to end on, which I assume we are. I hope that's good, you know. I feel like that could not save the show, but like give it at least another point in my eyes, just because I've really gone down on Fire Force, like. And I don't like being down on show. It's not even that it's that bad. Like, in the grand scheme of things, it's probably alright. But yeah, you know. Oh well. Anyway, that was the end of the episode. I don't remember if I said that or not, but that was the end of the episode. Thank you everybody for watching this review. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed I have more to say, but I'm sorry. Thank you everybody for watching this review, as I said. If you enjoyed it, subscribe and stuff for more. Generally, they're longer even, and I've got more to say and stuff. But yeah, subscribe and stuff for more other anime reviews as well. If you're disappointed with how short this one was, go watch another anime review. That's how it works. Also, like and comment and stuff. YouTube likes it when you do that. I will see you next week for another episode of this. And bye, guys.